Hello and welcome. My name is Daffy Roth, and this is the Voice of Cards, the Beast of Burden for the PC. The next game in the Voice of Cards series. I believe this came out in September. The link to the game on Steam will be in the description down below. Don't really know what this one's about, so after the Forsaken Maiden, I mean, I love the Isle Dragon Roars. It was a solid game, a solid story. Forsaken Maiden was pretty good. The story was just didn't make a lot of sense, but overall, I mean, still a great game. It was a little bit more difficult, so that was awesome. As always, I did purchase all the add-on content, so we'll be switching up the tables, the music, the cards throughout the gameplay, or throughout the series rather. But for now, we're just gonna stick with the basic start. So yeah, I mean, without further ado, I suppose let's just jump into it.
Greetings! Oh, did I surprise you? I am the Gamemaster. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Let's begin, shall we? My job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards. So I'd be very pleased if you would play with the sound on. That being said, my voice is also subtitled, just like this, for your reading enjoyment.
It's female this time. Awesome. I hope she does voices.
It looks like you're all set. Well then, let's begin. Welcome to the world of Voice of Cards. You're about to embark on a journey as the hero of this tale. This realm is home to humans and monsters. It is there you and your allies' adventure will unfold. I look forward to seeing where the journey takes you. Now then, it's time to depart. Safe travels, my friend. A girl faces off against a monster within a dim cave. The girl adjusts her stance, readies her weapon, and lunges at her opponent.
Fight is on. Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. Obviously.
The monster defeated, the girl lets out a sigh of relief. She surveys the area, but sees neither hide nor hair of other beasts. This girl is the hero of our story, and your window into the world. Despite your youth, you are a fierce warrior who defends your village from monsters. I have to get home. Your mission accomplished, you quickly leave the area.
You turn to your village on the lower level. My mistake. Your piece in the middle. This is in the middle of the screen. Use left stick to move the direction you want. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the triangle button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. Looks like we're underground. We live underground.
In this world, there are creatures known as monsters. Humans have long been in conflict with these beasts. This concealed pit trap was dug in order to protect the village. A growing pile of monster corpses lies at its bottom. This ballista was installed to safeguard the village. Its massive arrows have split many a monstrous skull. This trap was rigged up to protect the village. Boulders drop from above and crush the monsters below.
B5. Run deeper.
Your village lies deep beneath the earth. Everyone has taken to living underground to safeguard themselves from the monsters. Although the village itself is well protected, the people within it are slowly but steadily spiraling toward ruin.
I need to adjust the music and sound volume when I get a chance. Right now I don't have access to the menu, so... Voice of Cars, the beasts of burden.
The village is the same as always. It appears the battle above has not affected life here at all. An elderly man approaches you. Well done hunting down those beasts. Are you unharmed? He asks. You nod. He gives a sigh of relief, then begins asking question after question about the monster's strength and numbers. He appears to be worried about the gates and mechanisms on each level and whether they'll be enough to defend the village. Don't worry, I'll protect the village, you reassure him in a cheery voice, then continue on your way home.
Return to your home in the village west of the village. Head to the card on the map with glowing edges to continue the story. You can jump to any face-up card. Use the right stick to choose the direction you want to jump, then press the O button. Try jumping to your house. Music.
Welcome to the world of Voice of Card. Welcome to the world of Voice of Cards.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with that.
The old man seems uneasy. I wonder if our village is truly safe from those beasts. The girl's face lights up when she sees you. "Hey, come play with me again," she chirps, giving you a tight hug. The old woman smiles gently at you. "Thank you for protecting our village, but don't push yourself too hard, dear," she says.
I think everyone needs more buckles.
The young man's face turns red. "If you need anything, I'm your guy," he exclaims. Ooh.
I like this chick so far. Okay, she's not doing different voices, but she is throwing emotions into the words. I like it.
There are large gaps in the roof and walls, but it hardly matters in a village with no rain.
Stores or anything either.
As you enter your house, your mother envelops you in a warm hug.
I thought she'd be my sister or something. I guess she's got a little bit of wrinkles there.
Your mother seems worried as you haven't been home in days. "You've been away for so long. Let the others know you've returned," she says, handing you a basket full of eggs. "They're eggs from your chickens. It's your job to distribute these throughout the village." "Okay, I'll be right back," you exclaim with a cheerful smile. After you give the old woman a few eggs, she hands you some homemade seasonings.
"Sprinkle this on your food and you'll regain your strength in no time," she tells you.
"I will. You take care of yourself too, you hear?" you reply in a lively voice.
Fulfill the necessary requirements, unlock the old woman's flip side story. As you encounter various cars during your adventure, they are added to your collection in the menu. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies among your collected cards, progress through the adventure, and defeat the myriad of enemies in your path to collect every special story. View your collection, not this time, we'll do it after.
Just as you're about to hand the young man some eggs, you see his ears turn red, and he lifts a jar of water up.
This is for you, but it's heavy, so I'll help you carry it home.
"Don't worry, I can handle it," you assure him. Then take the jar and hand him some eggs.
The young man's flip side story is complete.
When the girl notices you, she immediately presents you with an armful of potatoes.
Potatoes. Look, I dug these up all by myself, she boasts. And the biggest one is for you.
"That's incredible," you exclaim, giving her a good-natured pat on the head. You then trade her some eggs for the giant potato.
Her flip side story. So I got me a potato, and I've got some seasonings, and I got some water.
You hand the elderly man some eggs, and he gives you a large fish in return.
Where the hell did you get the fish? I wonder how long I'll be able to catch fish like this, he murmurs and shakes his head. My apologies, I'll say no more.
The elderly man forces a smile, and you give him a smile of your own. "Everything will be all right," you reassure him before heading on your way.
All right.
After making sure everyone receives their eggs, you quickly head home, spoils in hand.
Return home to mother.
You return home to see tasty dishes upon the table. While simple, it is more extravagant than usual. Happy birthday, dear, your mother says, stroking your cheek gently. That's right. Today is the day you turn 14. Your mother gifted you a handmade plush animal for the occasion.
Yeah, birthday present.
What an adorable plushie.
Birthday present from your mother. It's a little misshapen, but clearly stuffed with love.
I'm sorry I can't give you more, your mother laments. But you have nothing but gratitude for her. Just then, your stomach starts to rumble. Your mother smiles and asks, "Shall we eat?"
Several hours later.
That night at bedtime, you lay upon your bed with your plush animal in your arms. Yep, that's it, you say to yourself decisively. Your name is Ram. Your new plush animal officially has a name. It's nice to meet you, Ram. My name is...
Ale. Ali. Yes.
You introduce yourself to the plush animal, as any well-mannered person would. That's a wonderful name. You decide to show your new friend your most prized possession. You grab the book that's always beside your pillow and flip through until you reach a certain page. Aren't the stars just beautiful? This is what the outside world looks like. I want to see it with my own eyes someday, you confess. Not long after, you feel yourself getting sleepy. A yawn escapes your mouth. But just then, a scream echoes through the village. Monsters. You dash out of your house. Not a moment later, the old woman rushes over. "The upper gates have been breached," she cries. Your mother rushes over with a concerned look on her face and places something in your hand.
You obtained a salve. Care for the upper strata gate. If every member of your party becomes incapacitated during the battle, it's game over. Should your journey be an unfortunate end, you can continue from your last save point, so it's in your interest to save often. There's also an autosave feature periodically keep you covered. Wait, what?
"I've never seen them in such great number," she proclaims, clearly panicked. "I'm scared," the little girl whimpers. Her body trembles as she cries.
Okay, we'll get them. Or my name isn't Ale.
Before the 4th level gate, the villagers face off against the incoming beasts. An elderly man turns to you and exclaims, "We must close the gate. Please stop the monsters." You nod and turn both pointed gaze and pointed weapon at the creatures. There are many traps nearby that will help you defeat the monsters. Use them to protect the gate.
These are the monsters, these cute little cuddly puppy animals. Oh no, we're gonna be killed by their cuteness. Oh, the flying turtle's kind of terrifying though. Make use of the skill cards to defeat the monsters, yeah. The number in red indicates the HP. Yeah, we're aware. A card's attack is indicated in the lower left and defense in the lower right. Give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. I've never been able to figure that out. So, ballista shot on you. That does it for battle basics. The rest is up to you. Play your hand wisely. There we go.
You defended the gate splendidly. Once the battle is over, the villagers tell you that the upper levels are in danger, so you make your way up.
Head for the B3 gate. When you're low on HP, open the menu and select only cards and use a recovery item. I'm good. Looks like they broke the gate.
The young man is fighting back monsters, but is losing ground. It won't be long before they reach the gate. I'll fight them off. You close the gate, you shout. The young man grimaces. I'm so sorry, he says, closing the gate behind him.
Oh, so it is just, so I do 12. All right, I think I figured it out. It is just attack minus that, and that does your damage. That seems to be inconsistent, though. Even so.
You manage to defend the gate, but see the old man from the village approach. Blood oozes out of a gaping wound on his back.
The fiends at the gates of decoy the village.
You rush to his side and check his pulse, but he doesn't have one. But The village, you gasp out, your heart trembling in anger and unease.
Hurry back to the village.
The old man has already breathed his last.
Oh, now we'll never know how he catches fish. Where did my dude go?
Pebbles patter down on you from above. When you look up, you see a giant hole in the ceiling. You wonder if that's how the monsters got in.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh no. Your mother. Is she safe?
Head back home.
The young man has already breathed his last. No longer will that cheerful voice ever call out to you. The girl has already breathed her last. No longer will you feel her little hand hold yours. You can see a broken desk and bed peeking through the destroyed wall. The old woman has already breathed her last. No longer will those warm eyes ever look upon you.
Your mother has already breathed her last.
You rush into your house, panting for breath, and find your mother on the ground in a pool of blood. "Mother!" you shriek. She opens her eyes, but only just.
My sweet little girl, you must live.
You sob and scream as you cling tight to her, but she never wakes to console you. Ram lies among the rubble, tattered and frayed. It is beyond repair.
See, now that's just pushing things too far. You know, you had to just kill the stuffed animal.
Your screams are the only sounds in the village that once hummed with life.
Well, I mean, of all 5 people that live there, apparently.
Just then, a monster with a wounded eye appears. "I found a survivor." As the monster shouts those resentful words, it lunges at you.
Oh, this thing huge. I'm not sure why I'm covered in ichor.
You can't bring yourself to put up a fight. Everyone you ever cared about is gone forever. The monster brandishes its weapon, readying to strike the final blow. Having lost all those precious to you, you close your eyes and resign yourself to your fate.
Ah!
When you open your eyes, you see the gravely wounded beast on the ground. You also see a boy who you assume is the one who struck down the monster. You okay? He asks. In a faint voice, you ask him who he is. I'm here to save you, he answers as he helps you to your feet. Come on. This place is about to collapse, he says, then pulls you along. Maybe it's the shock, but you think you hear Ram, crushed under the debris, whisper, "Go."
Mysterious boy has joined your party. Head for the surface to escape the village.
You can't stay here.
You must make
You
for
must
this.
make for the surface.
All right, fine.
Memories of your life underground flood your mind.
Your home, your village, your family. Memories of your life underground flood your mind.
You remember the old man who was such a worrywart, but only because he loved the village more than anyone else. You remember the little girl who always asked you to play with her. You remember the regrettably unreliable but undeniably kind-hearted young man. You remember the wise old woman who taught you all manner of things. Your heart aches for your mother, who loved you more than anyone.
My sweet little girl, you must live. You fulfill the necessary requirements. Unlock Guard Mother's Flipside story. Oh, yeah. Looks like my base from They Are Billions with my 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 walls. I mean, that's as far, like, the outside was
We're
just that
almost
close.
at the surface, the mysterious boy says. You don't know if you can trust him, but you have nowhere else to go. Though your legs are unstable, you keep moving forward, unsure what awaits.
Our guardian heroine leads a modest life underground. Until monsters destroyed her home. A young boy appears before her amid the chaos. She is bereft, racked with grief at her losses. The boy takes her hand and guides her above ground. What lies beyond the village, the light of hope or the darkness of despair? At last they reach the surface. Her journey has begun. Chapter 1: Emergence. You fulfill the necessary requirements to unlock guards, flipside story.
You lay eyes on the surface for the first time in your life. Captivated by the endless sands before you, you scoop up a handful. Just then, the passage leading to your village collapses. Your family, friends, and even Ram are all buried in the sand now. You fall to your knees, overcome with grief. The boy stares at you, watching as you sob until you can barely breathe. Once you've calmed, he speaks. "Let's go," he says, then begins walking.
Ace, the mysterious boy. Alright, well, I think I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter than my other ones. So I'm aiming around 45 minutes or so. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and read... where are we at? So we got Guard. The girl dreams of the outside world, glimpsed only in books. Of all the many stars that fill up the night skies, the girl dreams of the village underground, stained in blood, of the sight of her family she is powerless to protect. Guard's mother, her specialty is steamed potatoes. She also likes sewing and making clothes for everyone in the village. She's got skills, as you can see. Until she became pregnant with her daughter, she was the strongest warrior in the village, and those skills of hers can be seen in her daughter's strength too. The old man knows monsters. He can predict when and what kind of fiends will attack, hammers out strategies to deal with them, and then conveys them to the young folk. The aged fellow also enjoys secretly betting with the old woman on what kind of and how many monsters will attack next. And it seems like he's picked up on a recent pattern. This girl, who lost her sister to a monster when she was young, always looks so lonely in her corner of the village. She's friendly enough, though, and she runs cheerfully over if called. At some point after her sister was killed, she started calling everyone that moves Big Sister. Even, for example, the very monster which took her sister's life. Oh. This young lad loves telling people he loves them, no matter their age or gender, are all subject to his loving confessions. Not a person in town has been spared his words of love. This young lad loves telling people he loves them. He wants to make sure as many people as possible remember him in case he ends up slaughtered by a marauding monster. This elderly lady walks with a cane and acts like nothing bothers her, always greeting her fellow villagers with a bright smile. She's in exquisite health and her legs aren't that bad. She uses the cane mostly to conserve her energy in case monsters attack, if she needs to flee by herself. Well, I mean, there's that. Alright. Well, with that, my friends, we'll call this an episode here. And then we'll pick up chasing after the mysterious boy in the next episode. So yeah, until then, it's an interesting start so far. I mean, it's kind of funny that they're just living underground and it's like really not that far, but I don't know. Who knows distance in the worlds of cards, you know? So, with that being said, I hope that you enjoy the series. Looking forward to going through this one, seeing what the gimmick is in this one. So, until then, stay safe, stay true to yourselves, follow your hearts, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.